Okay, here's a comparison of the Sparrows Dimple lock picks versus the Multipick Dimple lock picks. Start with the Sparrows. This is about $39 US, I think. Comes in this nice plastic case. It comes with a wide variety of tension wrenches. I think about 9 of them. In all kinds of little slightly different shapes and thicknesses to fit into whatever you're trying to get at. Here's the 5 I use most often. That's why they're facing the other way. And then it comes with 7 flag picks. You can see it's looks like a wire that was pinched on one end. Well, it was probably drawn and then bent and then pinched to form the shape of that flag. You can see, like, for example, this one has a nice curve to it, and then there's this plastic handle molded to it. It's reasonably comfortable. It's got some nice texture to it. Cute little shape on the end there. Here's a corresponding opposite direction flag. A little short one. This one is super handy if you're grabbing just the inner pins, for example. And then on the other side of this, it has 4 more, which are, of course, handed, left and right-handed, but only slightly. They work pretty well in my experience, though I'm no expert on dimple picks. But the steel seems reasonable quality. I don't have any permanent torsion in any of these. Even if I've gotten a little aggressive with pinching them. Let's just check calibration on this guy. Okay, it's about 0. Great. Okay, oops. Okay, that's after the 25 marks. That's about 38 thousandths in that neighborhood somewhere. Just under 38 thousandths. Let's grab another one. That's right at about 40 thousandths. That's a little under 38 thousandths. Not going to be too precise with this. So it's a nice set. And for $39, I'm not sure if you can really beat this. A multi-pick set. Who would US dollars after delivery? That's 4 to 5 times as much. Right away you can see a difference. It comes in this real leather case. Nice little strap here. A little unnecessary perhaps, but it just gives a sense of overall quality. Right away you can tell that there was a lot of machining work that went into every piece of this. Right, and that's not necessarily creating a superior picking experience, but these are just really nice tools to work with. You can tell a lot of attention went into forming the tip. That's not just bent and pinched wire necessarily, or if it is, they had a lot more control over it. So overall, better tip shape. Overall, more comfortable tips to use. This is it feels like aluminum. It's pretty light, and then steel pick tips, which are interchangeable, and they give you when you buy this set. They give you the little hex wrench to do that, and there's a little piece of foam that comes in the last spot here that you can fit this into, so you don't lose it. But generally the tips are roughly the same shape, but these definitely have more care taken to make an exact shape. I haven't noticed a huge difference from that standpoint in picking. They have the handles all have these grooves machined into them, and little looks like rubber O-rings jammed into those. A variety of different shapes, about 4 in each handedness. And then 2 that are roughly ambidextrous, but maybe not quite. It only comes with 3 tension wrenches. They are slightly different shapes, so it kind of acts like 6 tension wrenches. But it would be nice to have a little bit more variety there. Although, you know, I haven't run into a situation where I thought, these aren't quite going to do it. Let's just grab one of these guys and see how it measures up. So on this side, it's again about 38 thousandths. But something to notice about these is they're not flat, or they're not round wire. They're flattened, or they started off as something more square and they were formed. So it's 38 thousandths on one side and closer to almost 60 thousandths, so 58 thousandths on this edge. So what that does is gives us a little bit of more of a moment of inertia, I guess engineers would call it. But really what that does is give a stiffer picking experience, so you get a little bit more feedback while you're picking. It's just a little more stiffer in torsion than the Sparrows. So let me just grab one of these guys and we can just compare. Let me grab the same hand. Or maybe better do it this way. So you can see the Sparrows, I mean, it's a fine pick. It does its job. It's well shaped. The handle is reasonably comfortable. You don't get a sense that it was junk or anything like that. And I was able to get into you know, a couple of Multilock Juniors and all that good stuff with it. So I don't have any gripes with that one. But if I compare it to the Multipick, obviously more care was taken into forming that flag. It's just overall a better shape. The handle is a little bit more comfortable. It's a better experience, I would say, overall, to use the Multipick tool. And the you know, the shaft having that larger moment of inertia to give it a greater stiffness in torsion gives you better feedback when picking. Whether or not it's worth 4 to 5 times the price, well, that's up to you. But that's just a comparison between the two. So again, a little better tip shape, a little better feedback from the Multilock, but much better economy from the Sparrows. I mean, as a starter kit, I don't know if you can beat it, and you get a wide variety of the tension wrenches, so that's nice too. I will say I do like the packaging of the Multipick better, just because I'm a sucker for high quality leather goods, but that's where it is. Anyway, I hope this was informative.